Well, welcome back. I was going to say I was on this morning basically with a piece of beech, and yeah, we turned a beautiful decorative vase, and this will be going back on the lathe tomorrow, because I've just ordered myself an extension bed for the lathe, and just ordered myself a Forstner bit extension vase, so we can try and get a bit deeper into the vase. So, but yeah, I make lots of stuff, from vases to bowls to platters, decorative items, trinket cups, etc. So, but yeah, I just want to jump in and just say thank you so much to everybody who's supported the channel so far. I've only been on YouTube less than a month, and we have already gained up to 1,600 subscribers in less than a month. So that is absolutely incredible. But I've had a good tidy up today in the workshop, so just to get rid of a lot of that sawdust, etc. So, but yeah, we're gonna get this lathe on, and it's only a small piece of beech, basically. It's a small piece of side grain, so side grain beech. And but yeah, if you're new to my content, or you want to learn a little bit more about wood turning, or just watch in general and see how things are made, then don't forget to support the channel. It is free, and hopefully we can get some progress made on this little half a log. So we're going to crack on with wood turning. I'm just going to grab my PPE, my helmet, get rid of the dust. And yeah, I was going to say we turn an awful lot of stuff on YouTube, and in my first 4 weeks, like I said, 1,600 subscribers. That is incredible, absolutely incredible. And but yeah, we're going to get this lathe going. I'm going to start it off on 95 revs per minute, and just to see how it's going to behave, and we'll see if this wants to behave as we speed up. All right, you can say, let me just make sure that banjo is locked, because I don't fancy anything slipping. And we're going to go up to 210, 327, 430 revs, okay? 430 revs. So, it's okay to start with. Okay, we will speed up a bit more than that, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm going to say, but I've been wood turning for like 18 months now, and yeah, I enjoy wood turning. I think it's a great skill. But yeah, if you're interested in the content, don't forget to say hi. Don't forget to support the channel. I was going to say, it is free. And like I said, I'm just demonstrating how I do a lot of my wood turning, demonstrating on some of the things that I actually make on my lathe. So, but yeah, I was going to say, we'll take it from here, and hopefully you enjoy the content. And but yeah, I was going to say, like it, comment, subscribe. It all helps the channel. In 3.5 weeks, we've got 1,600 subscribers. So I'm absolutely over the moon with that, and thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel. What I'm trying to do is just basically clean at the bottom of the log, basically, to try and get some shape to it, really. Over 200 people in the room already. Welcome to my Woodturning Live. I've only literally just cleaned the workshop, and now I'm going to make some more mess. Okay, we're going to make some more mess. Hi Greg, welcome to the live, buddy. You can say, at the moment you can see it's only cutting on one side and not this side, and the reason for that is because the log is more pronounced on one side than the other. So once I get it down to some proportion, it'll cut on both. It will cut on both. We're going to get that tool rest as close as possible, basically, because we don't want any slips of the bowl gouge getting stuck between the timber and the tool rest. So but yeah, I was going to say, what sort of wood? This is British beech. Similar to what we turned this morning, actually. And I turned a nice decorative piece of beech this morning, and it's a vase. So, but it is going to be put back on the lathe tomorrow, just so we can make some further changes to it. So, but yeah, beech, oak, ash are some of my favourite woods to turn. A lot of the British hardwoods, basically. So, but if anybody's new to my my live streaming, I was going to say, I've been wood turning for 18 months. I had one lesson, and the rest I taught myself, basically. So yeah, I love wood turning. I love being able to take something like half a log, half piece of side grain, and turn it into something decorative or something practical to use. Yes, it can. It can. The water can affect wood. If things like willow, it's got that tendency to suck up lots of moisture, and it can be a bit of a nightmare really to turn. So it's one of the woods I tend to leave alone, but I have turned it. And have I got my ball of willow over here? I think I have actually. I have. Willow can look very, very nice once it's been finished, you see. And yeah, the thing is, when it's wet, it can be very easy to cut, but it turns into like a cotton wool kind of texture. It can be quite smelly when it's green, when it's fresh, and yeah, it's not my favourite type of timber to turn. And when you turn green wood and it's still got moisture in the wood, what tends to happen is basically you can put the bowl away to dry, or you can twice turn it, and yeah, what can happen? The bowl it won't. Well, what will happen? It'll warp. It'll go from round to more like oval, and then as the wood shrinks and moves about as it's drying, more than likely it'll crack. So, but yeah, it does happen. And but I've turned green wood, I've turned dry wood, I've turned all sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, I've gained 1,600 subscribers in under 4 weeks, which is incredible. Incredible. How does that go in a vase? This one go in a vase. There's the vase, I was going to say. But so far, I'm only that deep in there. So I've ordered an extension bar, and it'll go on my tailstock. I'll put a Forstner drill bit on, and let me show you a Forstner drill bit. This is a Forstner drill bit, and what it does, it bores a hole into the vase, and then we just use the bowl gouge then, or a piece of carbide or something like that to hollow it out basically. And somebody kept saying, "Do you core it?" And I said, "No, we don't core it. Coring is, think about an apple. When you core an apple, you go all the way through. I don't want to go all the way through. I don't want to go all the way through. As we say, that's what we call it, hollowing. So, but yeah, I was going to say, if you are new to my content, it's going to say it's yeah, I produce wood turning content quite a lot. I talk about the lathe, the different tools I use, the speeds I turn at. So if anybody's got any questions, like Kale here, live Kale, yeah, I'm happy to help anybody out there really who's interested in wood turning. I'm not a tutor, I'm not an expert. I just get on YouTube to demonstrate kind of what I do really, how I do it. There's 314 people in the room. Welcome everybody. Let's go. 14 likes. Thank you very, very, very much. Very, very much. Right, I'm just going to stop there a second. Just have a look. That tool rest is a bit low actually. But as you can see now, we're cutting on both sides. So basically, we're just cleaning that face up. Now what I've got is this flat edge, okay? This flat edge. So basically what I want to do is eliminate that and get this sweep around, okay? To, like a natural bowl really. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just going to bring that up just a tad. So at the top here, we've got the headstock, okay? At the bottom end of the lathe, this piece, the tailstock, okay? What it's all sitting on is the bed. This thing in the middle, here, it's called a banjo. And this is the tool rest. It's been supported with a chuck, okay, and a face plate. So there's 4 screws in here actually holding the wood. So, but yeah, what we got in the room, 242 people. Okay, everybody, you're very quiet. And say 17 likes. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that. Right, we're 431, and I'm going to speed up. I am going to speed up. 500 revs. Okay, I know that looks like it's flying. I know that looks like it's flying. Hi Marcus, welcome to the live, buddy. Hi Franco, ciao to you too, buddy. But yeah, I was going to say it's only about halfway speed wise. Okay, yeah, we can get up to over 1,000 revs on here just on that belt ratio 1. If I go up to belt ratio 3, we can triple that. Okay. But yeah, I was going to say if you want to support the channel, I was going to say don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That all helps the channel massively in the algorithm thing, whatever that is. But yeah, I was going to say it all means a lot to me. I'm in mid Wales, Ryan. Mid Wales, the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere. So yeah, I'm quite a distance away from a lot of people. I'm stuck in nature, mate. I'm surrounded by mountains, rivers, lakes, woodlands. Yeah, right in the middle somewhere. Oh, you're in the south. My neck of the woods. Then I grew up in South Wales, but then I moved up to North Wales, and then kind of I was heading on my way back down south, but I stopped in mid Wales. I like mid Wales. A bit far from everything, but. What, are you Cardiff way or are you down in the valleys? I was going to say it's yeah, it's I was actually born in Pembrokeshire, and yeah, and then I moved up and down and up and down. Port Talbot. Oh, it's I mean it's Port Talbot. I've been there. It's quite an industrial place, isn't it, Port Talbot? I was going to say it's 19 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. 20 likes. Okay, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Does mean a lot to me. I know it's just a click to you guys, but for me here, Woodturning away, does mean a lot. Hey Dave, how are you, buddy? You back again? Yeah, we've got a piece of beach on at the moment, mate. So we're running about 500 revs at the moment. So, did you see the bars I did this morning? Did I eat my egg? No, I had a cup of tea though. Did have a cup of tea. Yeah, I remember when the steelworks closed, Ryan. Do you remember that? It was a Tartar Steel, was it? I was going to say. But yeah, I do remember it. Yeah, gotta have a cup of tea, buddy. Gotta have a cup of tea. I know you are, Dave. I know you are. I love your banter, mate. You know, we have a good bit of banter here, don't we? We always have a good bit of banter. Get your words out, Dan. Get your words out. But yeah, I was going to say, this is quite dense, this piece of beech, you know. It's quite, I know it's a hardwood, but it is hard. It is hard. So yeah, I want to come around there now, basically. I want to take that sweep. I had problems with that steady rest earlier on, and oh, coffee for you, Ryan. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. See your coffee. For the tea, but my other half, she makes a cracking cup of coffee, you know. With me, I just get like any coffee, not cheap coffee, but my other half comes along. She gets the coffee beans and everything. So yeah, but yeah, this piece of beech is going to turn into a bowl. So but yeah, if you're interested in supporting my channel, don't forget to drop me a subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And but yeah, this channel is mainly focused around wood turning, making things, discussing the lathe, discussing different types of timber I use. And yeah, and we all have a bit of banter. Looks dangerous. Definitely dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. You wouldn't want that coming off there, put it one way. It'd definitely send you to hospital. But yeah, it is secure. It's secured on with a faceplate, so it's there's 4 screws running into the back of this, which you'll see. In fact, let me explain. Here, this metal ring. It's got 2 rings to it, okay? So one on the outside, and you've got the internal ring as well. And these jaws, I can open them and close them. Oh, thank you very much, Ryan. Really appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, basically, when I open these with the key, they open and they close. So what I want to try and do is open it inside this ring, and it grips that ring, okay? So, and we want to make that as tight as possible, okay? Ooh. Stay there. We want to make it as tight as possible. So that's anything not going anywhere or coming off. I can lock the headstock to prevent it spinning, but we do want it spinning. So, but you always want to make sure when putting that faceplate on, you always want to make sure you're using steel screws. You don't want to use drywall screws or anything like that, because they can snap. Yeah, it can be very, very dangerous. Basically what I do, I put a tenon. It's like if you watch throughout the live now, I'll put a tenon on the bottom, which is like a disc in the wood, and then I'll put a shoe, like a foot, on it. And so when I actually flip the ball round, it's not being supported by the faceplate. Then it's actually supported by the chuck. Like I said, those jaws, when they open and close, we grip that tenon. We absolutely grip it, and then basically we can start thinking about hollowing. So, but yeah, nice to have your question. I was going to say it's we're going to have 325 people in the room. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's get this head shield on. Let's have a look. I'm going to say I had one lesson. Oh, hi everybody. I'm going to say nice to see you in the live. Yeah, I had one lesson on wood turning, and the rest of it I taught myself. So I was going to say, because once you understand the technique and the tool placement, then it makes things a lot easier. Okay, a lot easier. I was going to say, and it's every single piece I put on the lathe, it always teaches me something. Every single one of them. So, but remember, we're using a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, and what I want to do is speed up. Get to about 600. Yeah, we can. 611. Okay. Now it's spinning. Now it's spinning. Okay. I'm going to do, I'm just going to swap the tool, okay? Not really, no. The vibrations tend to get put into the legs, and I fill these legs up with kiln dried sand, and it just adds more. It just weighs the lathe down. Basically, it adds a bit more stability to the lathe. Before I actually had filled the legs, if you put a piece too big on the lathe, the vibration will start in the bed, and it'll move. You know, it'll rock, and that's the last thing you want. It's the last thing you want. I had a problem the last week or the week before. For some reason, the headstock wouldn't move. I couldn't get it to glide. So I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the headstock off, and I'm going to move it manually. So I went underneath the bed. There's a little one bolt, and as I undone the bolt, I thought, oh, this is coming off quite easy. This should be a problem. Then 4 springs just, and I was like, where did they come from? Where did they come from? Get the manual. So I had a look, and honestly, I had 2 springs in the headstock, 2 on the plate, and a nut which is coming straight through, and a plate underneath, and another bolt. And honestly, everything has to be compressed, completely compressed, and then put the bolt back in. Put it one way. I'm never undoing that bolt again, ever. That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. We're going to swap tools. We're going to go from the 1/2-inch gold gouge to the 3/8. So basically it's the same profile, and these are high-speed steel. One is very beefy, good at removing lots of material. This one's good at more precise cuts, really. So I've got a chainsaw as well anyway. I was going to say, I need to go get a new chain on it. You've got to get a new chain on it. It's the MS162. It's only a baby chainsaw, but I'm hopefully going to get a bigger bar on it because I need a bigger bar. Need a bigger bar. See how I stand at the side when I'm wood turning? You just never stand directly in front of it, because if you do and it comes off, you got to remember that thing is spinning right towards me, okay? So there's only one way that's going when it comes off. Me. So you stand to the side, and if it does go, it should just miss you. So hopefully it's not going to come off. Hopefully it's not going to come off. I'm going to say, because it would be particularly dangerous. $230 people in the room, 40 likes. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you very much. As you can see, it's got that oval shape at the moment. It will go round as we take these off, basically. So yeah, and what we've got that oval shape on one side. Okay, we've got that there quite nicely, and 316 people in the room. Wow, welcome everybody. Welcome to my live stream. So yeah, we're just gonna. I've got the tool rest on a bit of a 45-degree angle, so I can literally just come round. Okay, I know it mirrors it, so I'm going to come round here basically, and you're not going to take this off in one pass. Okay, you're going to have to do it in a few. But it won't take long. It won't take long. That's how it starts, though. Half a log. This piece of side grain. Okay, piece of side grain. So we're going to get on with it. see where we are. Yeah, sometimes I do have accidents. How often do I go live? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. I was on this morning, I was on yesterday, I was on the day before that, I was on the day before that. Most days. Most days. Yeah, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it'll notify you when I go live. And yeah, we turn lots of different. I'll tell you what, I'll show you one of the pieces I finished recently. Just recently. Where is it? Right. Oh. This piece is it's spalted ash. So as you can see, all the different color variations and the spalting which is going on in there. So you can say that's 10 inches and 4 inches high. Then you look at oak. Oak's very heavy. Oak's got a totally different type of character to it, difference in characteristics, you know. But yeah, this is the kind of look we're going for. The darker piece of the oak is the heart of the wood, and then basically the spalting going on in here. So it's a type of fungus which kind of grows in the wood before wood rot sets in. Nice one, Ryan. Really appreciate that, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anybody who wants to support the channel, I was going to say it is a brand new channel. I only set the account up 3 weeks ago-ish. And there's a piece of ash, which is basically with no spalting. Okay, so some beautiful different variation with the grain. You know, it's like one big pattern. But yeah, this is a big fruit bowl, mixing bowl, something like that. But yeah, it's the kind of stuff I make. And yeah, if people want to ask questions, fire away. I mean, I don't mind helping. Dan, my name's Dan Ryan. Yeah, it's nice, that, isn't it, Dave? Really nice. It's heavy as well. It's heavy as well. Well, the big ash one. To you, I'll do you cheap for £500. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I don't know, you on socials, Dave? You can say I'll drop you a message somewhere. And if you're local or close by, I'll give it to you. No, none of my bowls sell for 500. I tend to give a lot of them away. Most of them I give away. Which one? The spalted one or the other one? The second one, the second ash bowl I showed you. That one. The other thing with ash though, Dave, it's heavy. It's heavy. Put your name on it. Laser engrave it. Dave James. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, it's a lovely bowl. It's a lovely bowl. I've got quite a lot of ash bowls. Quite a lot of them. But as you can see, this is a small little beach bowl. This will be like a little trinket bowl really for keys, peanuts, crisps, anything like that. Anything like that. But we are going to speed up. We're on 600. Let's go 700. And now we're spinning. Now we're spinning. 46 likes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much to everybody who's supporting the channel. Really does mean a lot to me. Like that, like Dave knows. Everyone knows that basically it's just a click to you, but it means a lot to me. Okay, it does mean a lot. Oh, no, you don't have to pay me for it, Dave. I was going to say, I give a lot of them away for charity and stuff like that. I'm going to say, because you do support the channel. You're always there to have a bit of banter with me. So, yeah, I was going to say, if you want to support the channel, it is free. Don't forget to subscribe. It really does help the channel out massively. Like I said, 1,600 subscribers in what? 3.5 weeks. Crazy. Madness. But, not as mad as trying to woodturn with no helmet on. So, let's crack on. Yeah, no worries, Dave. No worries. Yeah, drop me a message, buddy. $50 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. Everybody, thank you. Really do. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Right, the punch is getting smaller, but as you can see, it's going round now. Okay, so the more we remove this, the more round it goes. Could leave some on as a bit of a feature piece, but let's not. Let's not. We'll get a few different tools out in a minute. I was going to say, but yeah, I jump on lives. I do lots of stuff on the Lathe. Yeah, and I'm only just learning. So, yeah, I think literally with wood turning, they say every day is a school day. Every day, because you always learn something. Hi, buddy. Welcome to the live. Every day is a learning day. You're damn right, Ryan. 100%, mate. 100%. Never stop learning. Never. Wood turning, driving, swimming, reading, whatever. We always learn. And I've been wood turning less than 2 years, you know. Less than 2 years. But I watch a lot of videos, I read a lot and stuff on that to try and get better at it, better and better. You say 285 people in the room, and say 50 likes. Excellent. And you're all really supportive. Thank you very, very much. We removed that bark yet? Feels like it. Oh, so close. So close. Right, okay. We're nearly there. The thing is, when you're wood turning, these have got to be kept sharp, razor sharp all the time, okay? Nice one, Dave. Diamond, buddy. Gonna say 188 people in the room. They'll go back up in a minute. Right, we've got our bowl shape. How much more I'm going to take off this? It's still there. Let's go. Get that a bit closer. Yeah. Hi there, buddy. That's really kind of you, Dave. Thank you very, very much, buddy. It is free. You can say it's just a like to you, but it means a lot to me. It does help me out loads. Helps the algorithm, we think. The more people like it, the more gets shown out there, the more support I get as a wood turner. So I do make mistakes when they go live. They do happen. And yeah, it's just how I learn from that mistake and how I improve from it and what I've learned from that kind of mistake. It does happen. Trust me. I've had bowls come flying off and everything. So and I'm always learning. I'm a very humble guy. So but yeah, you say if you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe thing. All helps me out massively. Thank you. what I've got to be really mindful of is there's 4 screws sitting on the other side of this, is not to hit them. I was going to say, yeah, as I said, I've got stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of balls. I always show this one off because it's my first ever wood turning. This one, and I'm gonna sneeze. But yes, it gets very dusty in here. But yeah, I made this carbide. Excuse me. Made this with carbide. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, and as you can see, it just sinks into the bottom. Okay, it doesn't have that sweeping curve, and it's pretty flat. I was going to say because I hadn't mastered the curve. So, but yeah, I've mastered it now. But yeah, I look at this and I look at some of the projects that I've completed. Okay, and it's always a reminder. It's a reminder to me everywhere. Every time I put a piece on the lathe, it just reminds me where I started, where did I come from, and yeah, it's a good reminder. Good reminder. Right, we're nearly there. We've only got that tiny little bit there to remove. Okay, we could leave it on there and sand it off, but nah. Better remove it while it's there. This way around. Right, 54 likes. Thank you very, very much to everybody in the room. Thank you very, very much. Hey Ryan, do you know where Clashley is? And Bodyport. So I had family down there for a long time. Long time. Long time. Still go down that way and still got family there. It's just everybody's like moving around everywhere now. Hi Camma, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. So I'm a beginner wood turner and I pretty much taught everything myself. One lesson. The rest is history. The rest is what you're watching now. Right, okay, we've got our bowl shape, okay? And this is where I was explaining earlier, Ryan. This is where we'll put a tenon on, okay? And a shoe, or a foot, as they like to call it. I'm not going to use the 3/8 for the tenon. I'm going to use a piece of carbide. It's a roughing tip, okay? It's a square little tip. And basically, this is what I'm going to grip the bowl with when we flip it round, okay? Well, so actually, yeah, body fall that way. Okay, that's the tenon, okay? That's the tenon. That's what we're going to grip it with. And that's the foot, okay? So basically, once I take the tenon off after I've finished, it sits on that foot, okay? So now I've got my flat bottom there. So this is what I was telling you earlier about flat bottom, okay? Right, so I'm just going to blend that back in. $55 likes, thank you very, very much. Anybody who'd like to support the channel and watch more of this kind of stuff, and say don't forget to subscribe, it really does help the channel out. And it's free. And it's free. Okay, where are we now? There we are, clean that up. Okay. Okay, so we've got our bowl shape, we've got our tenon, we've got our foot. I mean, shall I? No. Yeah. Let's make our tenon a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. What do you do for work, Ryan? Do you Hi buddy, I'm gonna say, I wish I could speak. Is it Russian? I'm not sure. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get another tool, and this one is called the skew. Okay. Wow, man. I'm going to say, fair dues. And what I'm going to do, I'll square that tenon off, so it's basically the same diameter all the way around. So if it's an uneven diameter, the chuck will find it hard to grip it properly. Yeah, doesn't take much, okay? I do see those Warburton HGVs about. Right, okay. So I'm going to lock the headstock, okay? So it doesn't spin, because it can be a nightmare. I'm going to open those jaws back up now. Release it, okay? So it's not a massive bowl, but not you build turning a big bowl or a small bowl, it's all the same technique. It's the same thing, same tool placement, all that kind of stuff. So you can see now, right, I've gripped it. Let me just explain. These jaws now, basically, there's a groove in them, okay? So what I want to try and do is take those jaws and grip it, the tenon, okay? No, can't miss those big orange things, buddy. No way. So I'm going to grip it, but I don't want to over tighten it. I don't want to grip it for dear life, okay? Because what I don't want to do is rip the fibres in the wood, because if I do that, it can go flying. It can go flying. So I'm going to get the drill driver out. I'm going to take these screws out, okay? I'm going to take these out. And they're only this big, okay? They're not massive. As long as they're strong, okay? As long as they're doing the job. I used cheap screws once. Never again. Never ever again. Because what happened was, basically I tried to take the faceplate off, and the screw heads broke off and left me with 3 of the stem of the screw in the bowl. It took me ages to get it out. And that was live. That was live. So we've got the bowl now, basically, but we haven't hollowed it out yet. So, but yeah, I may move you for a better angle. Right, wait there. Let me put you there instead. Is that better? Let's bring you closer. Yeah, there you go. Is that better? Yeah, were you there that time? That time everything went wrong. Everything went wrong, Dave. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Well, what I'm going to do now, before I start thinking about hollowing this, okay, I'm going to sharpen this profile up, this bevel, okay, because if you try and use blunt tools, it won't cut. It'll just bounce, okay. Well, it will cut, but very, very aggressively, and it's quite dangerous to use blunt tools. So we're just going to sharpen this up. It won't take me 10 seconds. But thank you to everyone who's joined my live today. It's going to say it's everyone's been really kind and support the channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, all that kind of stuff. And that's it. It's sharp. Doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. So again, we're gonna get back down to the slower speed. And you can tell if it's not running true, okay? Because if it's not running true, it's got a wobble to it, and it'll fluctuate in there, okay? And we don't want that. So when we get this up to about 600 revs again, okay? Like I said, it's been gripped by that chuck now, okay? It's going nowhere. 615. So I'm going to use that bevel now, and I'm just going to clean up the face so it's nice, even diameter right across, okay? There we are. That's it. Right up, nice and clean on the face, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm using the opposite tip, okay? I'm going to swing, okay? And I'm using the flute and it's pointing away from me, okay? So it's facing the other side, okay? In fact, if it's facing that way, away from me, it's a push cut. If it's facing towards me, it's called a shear cut. Okay? So, interesting, yeah? Going again. It cuts like butter, you know? Slippery that was. Somebody said on the live the other day, Dave, that I make it look so easy. I'm like, I don't. I don't. Hi there, buddy. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. You're swinging that gouge round, you see. When I first started woodturning iron, right, everybody was just telling me to give up, even Dave. No, he wasn't. But yeah, a lot of people were telling me to give up, which I thought was really unhelpful. So I cracked on, I carried on. I carried on. I don't know why people wanted me to stop woodturning, but because I was making mistakes. You want Facey? The most annoying social network. I'm making a consort bowl. I'm making a nice wooden bowl. So if you're new to my lives, mate, I'm a beginner wood turner, and I practically taught myself. Yeah, and I just tried to get on lives and explain the process, what I'm doing, the woods I'm using, talk about my lathe, wood turning in general. So if that kind of content's interesting, don't forget to support the channel. It is free. You see my arm swinging as I'm doing it to keep that bevel on the wood, okay? I'm going to clean up that rim, okay? Yes, I do, but I don't want to give it out on live, mate. That's the only thing. You can put yours up if you want, and I can write it down. But what did you learn, Gumtree? What did you learn, buddy? They're not toys. Yeah, I've learned a few valuable lessons on this lathe, trust me. What are we on? 600 revs in the speed up. 723 revs, okay? Now we've got some speed going, okay? The faster that lathe spins, the cleaner the cuts I'll make, okay? Apologies to anybody who hates that noise. I hate it too. Right, how are we looking? How will we looking? Wow, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. Definitely not. Put your hands under a circular saw. I've got a circular saw in the workshop here, and a bandsaw. Yeah, don't mess with those things. They're not toys, you know. Definitely not. Definitely not. I could probably just go a tad bit deeper actually. Not much because I don't wanna wreck it. Oh, buddy, hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're okay, buddy. I was gonna say it's worst thing I did on this lathe when I first got it. I've got a live sensor and drive sensors, okay, and they've got a spike on the end for jamming wood. And I was moving my hands around the lathe, and yeah, it wasn't much of a doing. As I came past it like that, it was still in the tailstock, and yeah, straight down, straight on front of it. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I was going to say, you be careful on the trees, mate. I was going to say, it's, yeah, it happens to us all. Just wakes us up. It keeps us more vigilant, I suppose, for the next time. Yeah, I was going to say, I was messing around with a glue gun a couple of years ago now, and it just came all gooey at the end of the gun, like, and I was like, what's going on there? And as I tried to kind of like wipe it, it's like 3rd-degree burns, man. Don't touch it, it's boiling hot. Oh, gosh, you be careful, buddy. You be careful. I'm going to say it does happen to us all. I'm going to say nobody's accident free, you know what I mean? But things do happen, and it's as long as you're all right, mate, that's the main thing. But I don't know if you've subscribed to the channel, because that does really help me out. It really does help me out. You'll be notified. Oh God, yeah, man. You say it's I sharpened the gouge the other day and I put it under my arm just to hold it somewhere, and it's boiling hot. You say it's yeah, life's lesson. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Thinning those walls out. Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, it starts off like that, into that. So, but yeah, don't forget to support the channel, guys. You say it's really does help me out. Really does help me out. Helps the algorithm, the likes, the comments, the subscribers. Like I said, I gained 1,600 subscribers in just over 3 weeks, which I can't thank you enough. You know, I cannot thank people enough. This timber is British beech, mate. I turn everything from oak to ash, alder, which is they call it hardwood, but it bruises really easily. So I tend not to turn too much of it. I did get a delivery a while back, and honestly got loads of alder, and I was just like, don't like this stuff. But I turned it. I'll turn most woods. Willow will try to avoid because it holds lots and lots of moisture. Pine can be another one, but lots of pine here in the background. I mean, nightmare to turn it because you get tear out. Hi from Florida, RG. Weren't you in the other day? I'm sure you were. I recognise your name. I do recognise your name. I'm saying, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. But yeah, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my drill driver, take that out. Then we're going to come over here. Put that in there. Okay. Right, then we're going to go over here and we're going to get 80 grit. Is that 80? No, that's 600. No way. Right, 1 second. I'll get some 80 grit now. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, there's 80. Ooh. So, get that on there. And turn this down to about 300, 400. That'll do. Oh, thanks very much, RG. I was going to say, really appreciate you subscribing as well, buddy. It meant a lot, that did, mate. I was going to say, it's I just never know who's subscribed until I come off the live. So it's, yeah, then it'll tell me kind of like, yeah, how many interactions, how many subscribers, etc. So I'm just going to turn my air cleaner on 1 second. And then I'm going to take this element off a minute. Just for a minute. Okay. Don't do that. Blew into it and I was like, face full. No, I haven't, but I want to. And I also want to turn some Purple Heart. Just as a challenge. Just as a challenge. Ready? Hi Donna, welcome to the live. Oh, but that does smell good. $70. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can feel something in there. Give me 1 second. What are they? That's fine. Weird that. I can feel something in there then. Right, there's a 120 grit. Okay, can you build up some speed a minute? Got a bit of tear out going on in here. That's what I can feel, tear out. where the end grain is. Couple of inches. Couple of inches really. 1 inch and a half. Can you hear me with that on? Anybody's watching the live and wants to support the channel, don't forget to feel free to subscribe. Yeah, I'd say 1 inch and a half. Yeah, I'd say about 1 inch and a half. I only hit it with 3 grits, 80, 120, 240, and then you put a food safe finish on it, just in case somebody wants to use it for food, obviously. Hi Melissa. I think on one live stream I got like 200 subscribers. I was like, wow, wow. It's already smooth with 120 on it. And if you do subscribe, it will tell you basically when I'm online. It will tell you when I go live. So it's not that, but I'm not that. I am interested, but I'm not that interested. 71 likes. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. I'm back to that thing again. Can feel something in there, you know. Keep your finger there down. Let me try something. 2 seconds. Just one take, 2 takes. You only do something there, but that. Have a tool mark in it. Just a slight tool mark. Speed up. Yeah, that's got it. That's definitely got it. Definitely got it. Right, give me another 80 grams, 1 second. Just let me put it on the inside. Just let me move back on the inside. Yeah, definitely got it. Definitely got it. That's down. Yeah, 100% got that. 100%. Right, I've got 120. Yeah, I think you can come in a little bit, didn't I? One second. Oh, that one's over there. Maybe. Put that around. How can I contact you? If you go to my channel, you should see contact email address. Or, even better, you can, on Instagram, type in Woodturning in Wales and you'll find my woodturning page with all the pictures of the stuff I've made. You can't be a picture. Yeah, Instagram, drop me a message there. That's one way of doing it. If you're on Instagram. We're getting storm Amy, I'm sure we are. It's pouring down rain out there. On my channel, it should say somewhere contact the creator or something like that. Right, there you go, 120. And then 240. It's only just tidied up. I'm making a mess everywhere again. And 240, there you go. Yeah, it is here. It's pouring down here as well. Pouring it down. And there we are, we're going to put a finish on this now. Anyway, I thought you were going to put your email in the chat, Dave. You signed against it. Right, I use this stuff, okay? It's pure tung oil. It's food safe, okay? It is food safe. And yeah, it goes a very, very long way. Cures in 12 hours. It cures in 12 hours, so yeah, I'll have 3 coats of it. Coat today, coat tomorrow, coat the day after, and then it goes away. Alright. Ooh. 1 second. I'm not going to put that on because this will take 2 seconds. Got a bit of roughness on the outside, I must have missed it. 72 likes, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. About 18 months. About 18 months. Not long. No longer than 2 years. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, about 18 months, 2 years. I practice a lot. A lot. People say I make it look really easy. If you'd have seen me at the start, tons and tons of mistakes. Lots and lots of mistakes. I got it. Yeah, I got it. No, it's just started off as a hobby. I may take it further. I may take it a bit further. Like I say, because I really enjoy wood turning. Really enjoy it. Pick that cap up, Dan, before you end up losing it. All right. You're not on Instagram, Dave? See how dark it's gone now with the beach. I'm going to turn that speed back down. I'm going to try to finish like that, okay? Just like that. Have you got a Gmail? Yes. Okay. Is it davejames@gmail.com? Or something like that. Have you got one of those funky names on there? TikTok, I'm on there as well, but I don't really post too much stuff on TikTok anymore. So, but I got. Thank you very much, Mr. 161. Really, really, really kind of you. Thank you very, very much. I was going to say it's yeah, welcome to the live, buddy. I said I did a really nice beach vase today, but it's going back on the lathe because I want to get deeper in there. No, I'm not. I'm a wood turner. And I've only been turning like less than 2 years, but here you can. Here you can. On Instagram, here you can. Yeah, if you know anybody with Insta, yeah, just type in Woodturning in Wales. I'm on there as well. I tend just to post pictures, few videos now and then. Not always on it. Right, there we are. And that is it. We've just created a nice beach bowl. So let's do that. Turn off that air cleaner before it drives me up the wall. And what I'm looking for now is my truck key, okay? Nice one, Dave. Cheers, mate. It'll go in the collection with everything, with all the others. So again, yeah, I'm not sure if Ryan's still around. So it's only a small bowl. How much is my watch time in YouTube? What do you mean, the watch hours? Is that what you're wondering? I haven't really checked. I think it's, last time I checked, it was about 1,800, 2,500, something like that. Why? Yeah, I know, isn't it? Sweet little bowl. Like I said, consort bowl is what I call them. So basically it can be used for keys on the side of the bed, playing keys in it, teeth, Smarties, anything really. But it's food safe. So what I'll do is I'll remove the foot, well, not the foot, I'll remove the tenon, and I'll leave that foot on there, and I'll sand that with a piece of 120, and then I'll put the tongue oil on that. So how it does look once it's finished. This piece of handler as well, this is awful stuff. once I remove the tenon, it kind of looks like that. So it's got that little base to sit on. But as you can see, it's on the base. It's still got that natural curve. Perfect for M&Ms. M&Ms are lovely, aren't they? You can't just like take 1 or 2 bites of M&Ms. You've got to eat like a whole pack. We tried the blue ones in the blue packet, the crispy ones. They're really nice. Which one? The big ash one? Let me try and find it. That one. Size difference. Sometimes it depends really. It depends what I'm trying to achieve. I don't use mortises and stuff like that because I always use a tenon. Because I can grip at the wood then. Because if you've got why it's so dark there? Because we've got Storm Amy passing over us, and it's particularly stormy weather. It's very windy, it's very wet, it's very gloomy. So I've got my light on. I tell you what, right? You think it's dark, right? Let me turn out the light. It's better with the light off. But out there, it's very, very, very windy. Hi, chainsaw. Hi, chainsaw. Is that the one you like, Dave? That one. This big one, big heavy one. Proper fruit bowl, that. So that was on there. I say, but that's a beautiful piece of British ash, and it's pretty heavy. Right, I'll put that aside for you, mate. I'll definitely put that aside for you. Where's the other ones I've done recently? I've done loads. I've got so many. Were you on the other day, Dave, when we did that ash one? See, that's ash as well, see? No, you're welcome, Dave. You're welcome. You said you liked it all along. So if you're local, mate, I'll just give you the bowl. I'll just give you it to see. Yeah, that's what mates are for. So, but yeah, today we've done a little bit of beach. So, really like cute bowl, you know. Like I said, so one day I did do a bowl of alder and it fell off basically when I opened the chuck and it hit the floor. And I've got a concrete floor in here. Straight away, I'd only been working on it for about an hour and a half. As soon as it fell off, hit the floor, smashed the side of the bowl completely. And I was just like, oh my God, nightmare. So I'm always like, careful, hold it, hold it. Just your device, mate, I think. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. Because I've been on this lathe twice today. And but yeah, hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I was going to say, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It does help you out massively. And if you'd like to see me again, jump on, turn something different, like a platter, vase, bowl, decorative stuff. Don't forget to support the channel. It is free. I do appreciate every single one of you, and it does go a long way. I mean, it is heartfelt, you know. When I jumped on 3.5 weeks ago, I never ever expected to hit 1,500 subscribers, whatever it was. It's just massively appreciated. But I'm going to get off this lathe. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea again or coffee, and hopefully I shall see you back online on the other side very, very soon. But anybody supported the channel by liking it, commenting, and subscribing, top man. Cheers, Dave. Nice to see you again, buddy. And hopefully we'll be back on the lathe again soon. But yeah, thank you to everyone who supported the channel. And hopefully I shall see you back on the other side. See you again. Take care. God bless. Have a good day. Take care.